The Tour de France is the biggest bike race in the world, and why do we love it so much? I've gathered 3 Cycling Weekly journalists here today that have got over 15 years experience of covering the biggest race on the calendar. Richard, why do you love it?
Publicity caravan, 2 words. It's for those that aren't familiar with it, it's not a caravan or a motorhome. It's about 30 odd floats from mountain ranges to bottles of whatever to giant sausages and mock-up houses. They hurtle through France ahead of the race, and they hurtle whatever they can at you. And you see grown men scrambling around with toddlers for little key rings, free pens, and projectile food that comes pre-packed and ends up in a hedge somewhere. But it's quintessentially Tour. It's brilliant.
Thank you. Hutch, over to you.
I love the Tour because I remember being smaller than I am now, but not really small, but as a kid finishing my tea, going upstairs to watch the Channel 4 coverage with Gary Imlach and Phil and Paul. And just the theme tune, the da 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 da, and the kind of that graphic of the yellow jersey bike going through the field. And it was by the time you got into the show and you got an ad break in the middle and they'd got to get out at the end, there was about 10 minutes of bike racing in there. And it was perfect because that was about my concentration span, and there was a bit of France, a bit of bike racing. It looked fantastic, and it transported me to somewhere else. And every time I see the Tour, that's what I think of.
Hugh, why is it so special?
Well, I've got to agree with both those two on what they say. It's a massive festival, it's childhood memories, it's France and summer and everything like that. But I disagree with Richard. It's not about the racing. Come on, it's the biggest thing on the calendar, the biggest race. Everyone's talking about the Tour de France. Everyone's peaking for the Tour de France. Every rider wants to ride the Tour de France, except maybe Johan Museeuw as he got towards the end of his career, or maybe Tom Boonen or Philippe Gilbert. It's something about the Belgians, actually. But yeah,
Wiggins.
Exactly. There's a long list of people who don't want to ride the Tour. But let's
back on topic.
Back to my point. Yes, it's the biggest race there is. Everyone's going sort of full blast for it, or everyone who's there, and the racing doesn't get better anywhere else.
And even if you took the Tour de France out of the year, the world of cycling would make no sense, and it's the only race you can say that about. You can take anything else away and we'd all manage, but no Tour, nothing. That's it.
Thank you guys, great insight there, and we're sure you've got your own Tour memories or your best moments and reasons that you love it so much. So tell us over on Twitter using the handle @CyclingWeekly. Thanks for watching, see you next time.